Quit squandering your valuable time by lavishing random women with unwarranted attention, whether it's on social media or it's in person. Build your frame. Here's how. Let's go.
This is the Boulder Zone, the fusion of masculine insight and entertainment.
This is Sparta!
Here's your host, Marco Boulder.
Welcome back to the Boulder Zone. Take a second to subscribe to my channel and like this show. You are the fuel that keeps this motor humming. Guys, stop falling into the trap of being the dude that mindlessly adores women's photos, eagerly liking every photo filtered picture and leaving syrupy, meaningless comments. All you're doing is inflating their egos. Don't be like this guy. Believe me, despite any platitudes they may offer, like, "Oh, thank you," or some stupid heart emoji, your slobbering will not get their attention, let alone a date. If little acknowledgments and emojis make your day, then you've got some serious framework to do. You're just another gullible dude caught in an orbit of beta males. Instead, when they pop up a new pic and want to play their little "tell me how beautiful I am" validation game, harness the power of indifference. Understand that women can be very fickle beings. And when they encounter a man who isn't desperately seeking their attention, they might be drawn to you out of sheer intrigue. Begin by taking it to the streets. Because if you're really interested in meeting a woman, in person is still the only way it's done. Want to test this? Try this. Find an after-work happy hour place that's populated by attractive women. Look nice, but don't fake that with clothes you'd never wear. Bring a laptop or an iPad with you. A cell phone won't work, and go alone. Get yourself a drink, find a spot, and engross yourself in something productive online. Work stuff, a vacation plan, a major renovation project, a new car, something of interest to you, and then genuinely engross yourself into it. Pay little attention to the women around you, and guess what? You'll have a better chance of getting attention from them than standing around like all the other happy hour swinging dicks. Listen, I've had more women carry on conversations with me simply because I didn't stroke their egos like all the other dudes do that pour those sappy comments all over them and compliments. For fuck's sake, all of the endless liking and commenting on their fake book and Instagram photos will not lead to an intimate conquest. Give it up. You're merely bolstering the ego of an insecure chick that you will most likely never meet. It's a supreme waste of time and really a self-emasculating thing to do to yourself. We all know that women crave attention. It's how they're wired. But you should never be the one doling it out in a seething den of deception like fake book or Insta spam. Comprehend this. There are two forms of intimacy women have with a man. One is driven by genuine desire, obviously. The other one is transactional. Transactional involves the exchanging of favors or attention for physical or emotional affection. And let me tell you, that last one is a losing proposition. Instead, compel them to seek your validation and desire you organically. Oh, and here's a crucial bonus nugget of wisdom about money. Despite what some say in the manosphere, cease the delusion that wealth alone will ensure a connection with a woman. It won't. Unless you also possess the skills commonly known as game. In addition to your necessary personal self-improvements, a part of game is being skilled at invoking emotional highs and lows in women. The ability for your words to make her experience a whirlwind of emotions is what will pique her interest. So enough of the beta male orbiting, okay? It's time to grab your sack and embrace your inherent masculinity. Number 1, stop the useless online cuckery. Number 2, get face to face. When you spot an appealing woman, don't stand there like a voyeur, stealing glances like a creep. You might as well wear a trench coat with your hands in your pockets. Number 3, approach her with confidence and initiate a conversation. Hell, any conversation. And don't think too hard about it in advance. It's far better than lurking around with your rod in your hand and suddenly casting out your attention, hoping for a nibble. If she's not interested while you're out there honing your game, so what? Don't retreat with a bruised ego and let that ruin your night. Do you honestly think she'll remember it in 10 minutes? No, she won't. And you shouldn't either. Keep working at it. Listen, you must understand that validation is your strength, not theirs. When used judiciously, it can turn the tables in your favor. Most men never get this. Cease being just another guy in the crowd showering her with tired compliments. Differentiate yourself by refusing to validate her at all, especially on social media. Decide that you've had enough of being a doormat, always fighting to get in the door first. Let all those beta orbiters keep yanking at that worn-out doorknob. If you execute this strategy effectively, she'll likely notice that you are the exception in the room. I can't say this enough. Don't bestow women with unwarranted attention. It's a surefire recipe for failure. If you haven't yet, start thinking about how you can build your intrinsic value as a man. If you have questions about this, there are some very helpful sources out there. Give me a call if you want more information on this. Don't settle anymore for beta status. Be a true man. Keep building your frame, stick to it, and watch how things change. For questions, show appearances, or some zesty manhood insight, hit me up at boulderzone.com, boulderzone.com. And while you're there, check out my blog. I've got some quick read, and they're really tools that will help fill your masculine toolbox. Social media, yep, I'm on all those. If you're at work, driving, or the gym, stick in those earbuds, open Apple Podcasts, and you can catch my shows on audio. Ladies, if you have questions about how men tick, I encourage you to check out my shows too. If you have a specific question, boulderzone.com is the place for you to contact me too. That's the show. Thanks for tuning in. You know what to do.
Get bolder.